Well, hello everybody, my YouTube family. Oh, I think I got the wrong hat on. Just a moment. Oh boy, do I have a great video for you guys today. Oh yes I do, and this is the Canadian YouTube creator, of course, also known as Jason Cosmic RSSP Authority. You see my images, guys. That's right. RSSP, as I always say. And people new to my channel, this is for you guys. And my present subscribers, thankfully, I know you guys know what RSSP stands for, right? But for newbies new to my channel, it stands for Real Secret Space Program. Way up there in space, my friends. That's right. This amazing photo from the Hubble telescope, I'm always so proud of it, in the infrared. We're going to discuss more of this photo in the future, my friends, and I've done many videos on it before. That is staffed by U.S. naval officers. This craft all the way in the rings of Saturn, my friends. That's a fact. If you guys watch my past videos, I tell you why. I break it down, and we're going to do it again in future videos, my friends. Okay? But today we are going to talk about a different topic, my friends. Yes, we are. And just a reminder, guys, I think you can tell by now, and if you watch my past videos, if you stay with me on future videos as well, you will know, guys, I have a sincere intention in trying to penetrate this black budget, amazing, exotic, free energy, guys, because that's exactly what it is. It's an alternative, viable, free energy. The military UFOs that I break down and I discuss, guys, and this is the most important subject of our times. I truly believe that. If for no other reason than the free energy generation propulsion systems, guys, that they're relying on, right? Absolutely. It will revolutionize the world. The CIA know it. Elements of the CIA, the NSA, the NRO, the Deep Black Program, defense contractors, guys, they know it. And they have not been courageous. They have not been honest. They have been lying and hoodwinking us, the public, guys, for 70 years now, really. I always say 60 plus, but really 70 years since the first gravity breakthrough, even inside of Nazi Germany, guys, right? And then I told you in the 1950s, they made a fundamental scientific discovery breakthrough, okay? So with that out of the way, guys, just a quick reminder, if you do think I have value then to share with humanity, and I think I do, guys, in my own unique way and style, of course, because my intentions are pure. Like I said, guys, and before, I'm trying to be bold, honest, open, and true, and I'm trying to be intellectually honest with my work, guys, and I am, okay? And I'm digging in hard at the truth, guys. I'm a hardcore researcher, and you never know. Jason just might have an informant at Lockheed Martin. You never know. Got to keep the classified guys on their toes, you know? So, guys, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, people new. And I thank all my present subscribers. I thank you guys all for your comments. I've been inundated with a lot of comments on certain videos. Sometimes not always good. Sometimes they even get downright nasty. But that's okay. I can take criticism. I'm strong. I work out. And again, guys, it's all about getting our power and sovereignty back. Talking about strength, guys, right? Once we get and penetrate this black budget technology, guys, it is going to cause such a revolutionary, positive change for this world. It will beautify our planet, guys, in ways we can only begin to imagine. And we'll do future videos on exactly what that means. You talk about cleaning up the ecosystem, not relying on oil, gas, and coal, for example, guys, stinky oil, gas, and coal. That's exactly what it will do. And it will revolutionize travel, and we'll talk about that in future videos. So, guys, I hope you'll give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that church bell. Find it, ring it, so you can be notified for my future videos. All right, guys? And keep the comments going. I love your engagement. I appreciate it. I know with your help, we can take this channel to the next level. YouTube has not promoted my videos very well. Is it because my videos are too long? Am I not being sensitive enough to the algorithms? Is there some censorship going on? I don't have the answers, guys. I certainly hope not. I hope the good people in the CIA will want to promote my videos and talk amongst themselves, watch my videos, listen, you know. Anyway, so speaking of the CIA, we are going to expose another dirty player, my friends. This guy's not directly associated with the CIA, but close enough. He was in bed with British intelligence. He worked for Ministry, Department of Defense for over 20 years in Great Britain. You know, Great Britain, of course, are in bed with Americans. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily. But this guy is a dirty player, my friends. He's sending a lot of disinformation, lies. It's just crazy. And this guy's all over corporate media. You see him behind my shoulder, guys? Yeah, it's Nick Pope, my friends. Nick Pope. This guy even goes on circuits with all the ufologists, even the famous Richard Dolan, of course. Richard Dolan sings his high praises. I don't know why, other than I've always told you guys, Richard Dolan does some other good work and I commend him, but when it comes to ufology, I truly believe Richard Dolan has largely been a sellout. He's deceived and lied to the public, I believe, for many, many years, still does, because Richard Dolan and all the ufologists, and Nick Pope's the same in this regard, guys, they won't even admit that all these trillions of dollars of hardware are military UFOs. That's right. They're all about selling books, you know, getting more, selling their merchandise or whatever, right? And making money. And so they decide basically to sell their soul in a way, guys. When you deceive and lie to the public and you don't tell the real truth, Richard Dolan's his story and he should know better. But this is not going to be a rant today just on Richard Dolan, guys. I've exposed Richard Dolan. We'll do it again in future videos. And he's famous now. You know, Richard Dolan would never have gotten famous, and he knows it, if he didn't subscribe to the ET theory and that we reverse engineered alien craft ET, for example, and some could be ET or are ET. And Nick Pope, my friends, this guy takes it to a whole new level. He's a journalist too, right now. I even saw the title. Is it this photo? It was another photo. It even says journalist, right? Don't you love this photo? This is why I picked it though, guys. See the alien in the background? I just love it. And of course, he's in New Mexico. He's got the flying saucer here. He's all over corporate media, guys. And he never tells you the truth. He does the same thing that 98, 99% of ufologists do, unfortunately, my friends. And the CIA, right? In this case, he's British intelligence because he, you know, lived in Britain. But he always spins it, my friends. He always hyperbolizes and sensationalizes the vague uncertainty of UFOs, right? He absolutely does, guys. You'll see, we're gonna play a clip. I love playing these interviews on dirty lamestream media, guys. You know, corporate media largely played by dirty games, and you'll see it, guys. The degrade of discourse in this field, in all these topics, is absolutely despicable. It's off the charts, really, guys. It really is. But I'm hoping that through my videos, and if you follow some hardcore researchers, and there's not very many of us, guys, and I hope with my videos too that you will see that I'm trying to cut through the misdirection with you guys out there, that we can cut through the misdirection, the lies, the government psyops, again, the orchestrated strategic distractions, and we can have intelligent discourse on these topics, guys. Sure, sometimes I get carried away on rants and I put the occasional swear word in, guys, but I'm telling you, we need intelligent discourse. And one of the ways to have intelligent discourse and get to the truth on UFOs, my friends, is to say that it's military UFOs, guys, because that's exactly what it is, right? I always say that cuts out the uncertainty of UFOs, and that's so, so important, right, guys? And you know, by the way, I exposed in my last video, I did 2 of them in a row, I think, on fat-faced Lou Elizondo. We're going to do future videos on this CIA puppet. You talk about directly associated with the CIA, now retired, and I proved, guys, there's very little doubt he's a CIA contractor at this point. We know we can't trust the CIA, guys. I've caught in so many lies. It's disgraceful what this guy is doing, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people would agree. So let's play the video, though, guys, from Nick Pope right now, and he's on Fox News. Yes, guys, Fox News with Tucker Carlson. And this is going to be fun, I hope, guys, because I watched it before, but I want to play it for you guys. You'll see why. It's just crazy.
Projects have long been the stuff of conspiracy theories, but some of them are real. They actually happened, and they're worth knowing.
Well, of course.
This week,
this is real.
To a Freedom of Information Act request. The Defense Intelligence Agency...
Sorry for the shadows, guys.
...have, in fact, funded research into UFO-related technology.
But you can see the TV clearly, right?
The invisibility cloak.
Don't worry, when I pause the video, there'll be better lighting, at least on me.
Spent $22 million from 2000.
$22 million? That's nothing! That's nothing, guys. That's a drop in the bucket, man.
Nick Pope is one of the experts in this. He wants to investigate UFOs to the British government.
There we go.
Nick, thanks for coming on. It does sound like
Hi,
the
Nick.
Assumption
you clown for UFOs.
Was that UFOs
That's what he is.
Real.
Well, of course they're real.
Yes, it really does. This is something of a bombshell.
It's a bombshell.
The
really?
Defense Intelligence Agency and the DoD have been trying to spin this story as, well, it's just about advanced aerospace weapons threats. But now we have this document.
Thank you for telling us that, Nick.
What they were looking into.
Look at the ad here, guys. It says, "To the Stars Academy." Did you see that on the screen?
Invisibility, cloaking, wormholes, and warp drive.
Excuse me, guys. He's going on about the technology, of course, right, guys? They're talking about the government's warp drive, anti-gravity. Finally, they're slowly disclosing all this to the public, guys. Meanwhile, I gotta laugh, guys, and yet it's so disgraceful what Nick Pope, what Lou Elizondo, and the rest of these CIA puppets are doing, guys. That's why we're exposing them. And Dark Journals has done a great job exposing Lou Elizondo. And I wish that him and my buddy Joe from the Carolinas, hi Joe, my YouTube star, he's got about over 8,000 subscribers now, Joe does. He's taken a hiatus from YouTube the last several months. One day, hopefully, he'll come back when he's good and ready. And hopefully Joe and I will do another live stream, guys. I'll link that in the description, by the way. I think we did one of the most powerful electrifying live streams ever done. And it was on the Real Secret Space program. Hopefully you guys will find it enlightening, interesting, and fascinating. We revealed a lot of tantalizing revelations on the Secret Space program. But this guy, my friends, Nick Pope, the clown for UFOs, I always describe him as a clown for UFOs, because he is. He won't talk about the 1950s, nor will Lou Elizondo, guys, or any of the CIA puppets, Stephen Greer, etc. They won't talk about the 1950s research, particularly Lou Elizondo and Nick Pope in this regard, guys. Actually, Stephen Greer, as much as a CIA puppet he is, at least he talks about the gravity research in the 50s. He won't talk about how there was an epic human project, guys, as I always describe, in researching, testing, and ultimately developing, curating amazing, radical, gnarly UFO technology, guys. They made that gravity breakthrough in the 1950s. It started in 1947. They even made the first sort of primitive gravity breakthrough inside Nazi Germany, guys, before the end of World War II. Okay, that's really where it started. And particularly after 1947, guys. This is really known. This is history, guys. But still, it's not very well known because you got idiots like Nick Pope. In my opinion, he's a total idiot, acting like one, and a total clown for UFOs. Look at this clown. Oh my God, I could make fun of his looks, but we won't go there on this video. Not right now, anyway. Right, Nick? Oh man, what a guy. This guy won't talk about the gravity research, will you, Nick? No, guys, he won't bring transparency and truth, and it's so disgusting. He won't talk about the defense contractors, and he won't talk about the missing trillions, guys. One sec, I'm going to grab something right here. Sat my feet, guys. Here I'm coming back. You will never hear Nick Pope or Lou Elizondo, guys, talking about the missing trillions, the financial harvesting, literally, of our planet, guys. Or I always say you could say a leveraged buyout as well of our planet. I've done a series on the missing trillions. Some of the videos I was somewhat proud of, even though, guys, I'm going to eventually polish these videos up. I'm going to be working with an editor, hopefully very soon. And we're going to do epic videos, guys. And we're going to do more on the missing trillions. But they never talk about the financial harvesting, the theft of trillions of dollars, guys, from you guys, U.S. taxpayers' pockets, that affects my beautiful people, my powerful country, Canada, and nations worldwide. Right, guys? It absolutely does. The CIA, elements of them, and the defense contractors, guys, they are stealing so much money from taxpayers' pockets. It's incredible. And not to mention hundreds of billions of dollars of covert economic crime cash flows every year. And it's largely for military UFOs, guys, okay? So Nick Pope should be talking about these important issues. Wouldn't you guys agree? Do you agree with me? I hope so. Isn't that reason, logic, common sense? If you want to help humanity, and you're going to go on lamestream media, and you're going to talk about the trillions of dollars of hardware, that's how it should be expressed as well, and he won't say that. You should be talking about where's all the money going, and how much money are we talking about? How about 21 trillion missing since 1998? And that's even a low number, as high a number that is, guys. That doesn't even include other elements in the federal government, right? Catherine Austin Fitts, I told you guys in my videos, this was reported worldwide. That was just from, I believe, HUD, Housing Urban Development guys, right? 21 trillion. And now with the bailouts of the banks, you go back to the early 1990s, she's estimated you got over $50 trillion or more in assets shifted out of North America, guys. And that doesn't even include what may have been shifted in the developed world and Europe. Hello, in Great Britain. There you are, Nick, from Great Britain. He won't talk about it, guys. It's so outrageous, right, that he won't discuss these important issues. And that he talks about spinning it. He's the one who's spinning it, guys, right? Watch, just listen to the rest of this.
Some of this is about space travel.
And you see the ad, guys. I noticed on Fox News and CNN, and my friends saw it too. They're putting the ad to the Stars Academy all the time, guys. We're going to do whole videos again on the TTSA to the Stars Academy, guys. Mark my words. And we know the front man is, again, the CIA fat-faced Lou Elizondo. I love making fun of Lou. Lou knows if he watches my videos, he knows I'm joking. He's a handsome man in his own way, but he needs to lose a bit of weight. He could use me as a fitness trainer. You're solid, Lou. You need to work out, though, a little bit more, at least cardio-wise. And, of course, Lou represented the military. I'm sure he did some good work fighting wars in Kandahar, served his country, did what he had to do, guys. But now that he's retired, just like Nick Pope, guys, they are CIA assets. There's no question about it. And in Nick Pope's case, British intelligence as well, right? And they are selling their souls, my friends. When you don't talk about the really important issues, excuse me, guys, my time just went up. When you don't talk about the important issues like the missing trillions, the real gravity research to show that we made the breakthroughs, guys, there should be no aura of mystery about who's piloting UFOs, guys, right? And of course, Russia and China have military UFO flying programs too. Why can't we have intelligent discourse like what I've just told you guys, right? Real facts here, okay? But they're not telling you guys. They're always bringing up, again, uncertainty. They spin it, and I'm telling you guys, the reason why they kept this ad disappeared, they do this on purpose, guys, right? They flash that ad to the Stars Academy. You guys can play this interview again for yourselves and you'll see it. And it's subliminal advertising. And we know to the Stars Academy, guys, they admit it's part science, part entertainment, right? And yet we know it's anybody who opens up their mind and looks at real facts, guys. And if you just watch my videos, you'll understand this. It's a whole marketing, merchandise, cash grab, and it's for perception management. Dark Journalist knows it. Walter Bosley knows it. I'm sure my buddy Joe from the Carolinas knows it. I mean, come on, guys. To the Stars Academy is an absolute joke. And, of course, that's a CIA, Lockheed Martin, again, marketing, merchandise scheme. They literally have retired CIA guys and Lockheed Martin officials coming on stage to put out this ridiculous CIA op, guys, this company. It's a total psyop. It's a strategic, I describe it as a strategic sort of diplomatic psyop. But we'll do future videos on it. So I wanted to point that out. Nick Pope's talking about the technology now. But he won't say that it's buried within the defense contractors. As I always say, guys, this anti-gravity, right? It absolutely is. I mean, come on.
These ideas are derived from objects that the U.S. government observed.
Tucker's in on this a little bit too, guys. I mean, come on.
Well, we still don't know much of the story. We really only have a handful of papers and documents on this.
Papers and documents. We only have a handful.
From the DIA's Office of Corporate Communications, and we're still trying to digest what this means.
Oh, yes, we're trying to digest what it means.
They produced under this contract. Defense intelligence.
Very little truth from Nick Pope, guys. That's the bottom line.
Sound like science fiction, and yet they're not. Our tax dollars have been spent.
There you go.
Looking at this, and you know, there's
way to go, Nick. He actually mentioned taxpayers' dollars. However, excuse me, guys, he mentioned he's referring to the $22 million that we taxpayers, or you Americans out there, paid to investigate UFOs. And remember, guys, we're going to do whole videos again explaining away this cover-up that I've talked about in past videos, guys. We're talking, as I mentioned earlier, guys, 60 plus, really 70 years, guys, that they've lied to us. The governments, the leadership of the United States largely, and especially the defense contractors, guys, they're all in on it. They have lied to the public. They will not let the public benefit yet from these free energy generation propulsion systems, guys. It's absolutely disgusting, right? How they rebuked our power and sovereignty. And they've not given us a chance to have this revolutionary positive change in our world, guys, because it absolutely will be. They have not been courageous. Again, they know it's going to interrupt hundreds of trillions of dollars of the petrodollar system, and our whole financial systems we know, is organized around the petrodollar, guys. Well, that's too goddamn bad. This is going to be so amazing for our environment and for the whole world in general, guys. And like any revolutionary technology, there'll be hiccups along the way, sure. But guys, in the end, it's going to be awesome. And right away, it will be amazing in so many ways, guys. It's free energy, man. You guys aren't going to need a centralized utility bill. Neither will I. I mean, this is why I get so ramped up, guys, and so pumped up. We're so close, guys. We just need some more intelligent discourse, right? Let's do some research and investigation, man. Let's look at real history, guys. Just watch my videos, hopefully. And let's do some podcasts together, guys, like I did with Joe from the Carolinas. And God willing, Joe will have me back on like he said he wanted to, but he still hasn't. I mean, come on. Right, guys? This is how we can facilitate a profound transformative change, guys. We've got to do podcasts, I believe. That's one of the ways, right? Bring new awareness. So he's admitted, our tax dollars went to, $22 million, by the way, and government money. It's not very much into UFOs, guys. But the evidence is all there. We don't even need to put any taxpayers' dollars into this. We just have to have the government and the leadership be honest and courageous and explain away this ridiculous cover-up, guys. Come on, 70 years of lines, just outrageous.
Looking at something called the Drake equation.
Now he's bringing up ET, guys, with the Drake equation. This shouldn't have anything to do with aliens, but here we go.
How many
even though it's fascinating the way
civilizations there might be in our galaxy. Well, look,
what's that got to do with UFOs?
Program, if this is just about Russian and Chinese aircraft, what the heck are they looking at that for?
You asshole. Nick Pope, I'm sorry I swore, guys, but Nick Pope is being a complete asshole. This idiot, in my opinion, guys, and an asshole. I mean, come on. He's spinning it for ET. Did you hear that, guys? Well, why do you need an alien explanation for UFOs? You absolutely don't, guys. If you watch my past videos and I show you the historical evidence again, guys, I mean, and there's so many eyewitnesses, we're not looking at alien spacecraft. We made the breakthroughs, guys. The defense contractors, right? The amazing engineers and scientists. And it started with those Nazi brilliant scientists, guys. And when they started working with the Americans and some brilliant American scientists, they made the breakthroughs. We as the human race, guys, we made the breakthroughs. Manipulating electromagnetism, gravity. And Nick Pope will know that. He can't be that much of a moron, guys. And sure, it's great to think about E.T., I have a romantic chiasm in me as well about, extraterrestrial life, hopefully elsewhere in the universe. And that hopefully one day we will discover other intelligent life. At least microbial life. I think that'll happen in the next 5-10 years, guys. I'm almost convinced of that. But to find other intelligent beings similar to us, for example, I think that's a long shot because our universe is so vast, many, many light years away, a lot of these, potentially life-habiting planets, guys. But come on. You never need an ET explanation, alien explanation, again, guys, for the trillions of dollars of hardware. It's all man-made, and Nick Pope will know. And this is reason, logic, common sense. So why is he bringing up the Drake equation? I mean, he knows the governments are spinning all this just like Nick Pope is. That's a ridiculous statement.
I don't think it'd be especially controversial. We believe it's possible that there are other forms of life in the universe, and we're looking into it. Why hide that?
Such a degraded discourse, guys. We're not focusing on the defense contractors.
Exactly what they will now say.
And Nick Pope won't do it.
We know that this letter, which I've now...
To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science. Remember, guys, the cash grab from the CIA, Lockheed Martin? There you go again. Do not invest in that company, guys. Don't invest in it. It's a scam.
They're also looking into those videos that we've talked about before of the Navy jets chasing UFOs.
Pilots have been chasing.
The question is, what's going on behind the scenes?
Jets have been chasing UFOs for decades, guys. Decades.
Congress is going to say more
about
about this. The Armed Services Committee will speak out, and maybe we'll have public hearings at which all this will be revealed.
Well, wouldn't that be wonderful? Public
Secretary
hearings.
Harry Reid, who was for many years in a position to have access to this information.
Harry Reid. Oh, here we go. But Harry Reid, the senator.
I know a lot. I think this is real.
Harry Reid has been covering up for Area 51 for years, guys, right? Senator in Nevada. I mean, come on.
I've not spoken to him personally, but I've seen some of his interviews. I've seen his statements. I've seen one of his...
So you see the plausible deniability, guys, that Nick Pope is trying to give to the governments. Do you see what he's doing, guys? And he knows they're just trying to garner more defense contracts and technology patents. That's the main reason and the impetus for this ridiculous CIA op, guys, the TTSA. It's the main impetus as well from the program that fat-faced Lou Elizondo came from. Remember the ATIP, Aerospace Aerial Threat Identification Program? It's all to garner more defense contracts, guys, and technology patents, and to create a congressional money pit. That's exactly what this is all designed for, my friends, and what Nick Pope is talking about, and why he won't talk about the defense contractors again, guys. He won't focus on where the real information is buried. He knows it's buried within the likes of Lockheed Martin. How about telling us how about Boeing and, of course, Northrop Grumman are doing major classified projects as well, guys. And some amazing work that some of the defense contractors are doing. I give them credit. And I'm not saying they're all evil guys, but come on. Nick Pope, he's such a clown, isn't he, guys? I mean, very little truth. And why would you start talking about the Drake equation? This is man-made military UFOs. He's known this for decades, guys. He has to. It's so obvious. Again, historical legacy of the gravity research. Remember, guys? Let's end this video right now, my friends. This is nonsense the last few seconds anyway. Well, I'm going to memorize and show you a newspaper article, or memorize a newspaper article, guys, and I'm going to tell you in a moment. But let's play the end.
Documents. And for anyone who's trying to say, well, this isn't really about UFOs, it's about next generation aircraft, missiles, and drones. No, it isn't. Harry Reid has made it perfectly clear.
Harry Reid.
Anomalous
we'll talk about him in a moment.
In our airspace, and call them UFOs, whatever you like. You know, we take them seriously. The government.
What are they, Nick?
This.
How about saying it's military UFOs? He won't even say it, guys. So stupid.
Pope, thank you for all the work you do.
Thank you, Nick. I say it sarcastically, Nick. You're doing a disservice for humanity, man. My friends, this is why I always say we're so close to penetrating the black budget technology. The truth is all there, my friends. Real history, right? Let's use some reason, logic, common sense as well. I mean, just look at the defense contractors. Look at the amazing breakthroughs they're always making, guys. Look at the fact that we've got a massive, I can't even state enough, guys, how huge and massive the real secret space program is, guys. The United States and Russia and China have significant military UFO flying programs as well, guys. But never forget, the United States have so many classified vehicles in low Earth orbit, geocentric orbit, and up in space. Right, guys? They absolutely do. And clown face, Nick Pope, he absolutely will know it, guys. He knows we've got major military UFOs in space and seen by literally millions of witnesses, probably worldwide now, guys. And we'll go through all the cases again in future videos. Nick Pope knows. Clown face. Look at him. Big nose. I mean, come on, Nick. You could do better than this for humanity. Get off corporate media. Shut your mouth if you're not going to tell us the truth, man. And spinning it. Talking about the Drake equation. That, in other words, he's insinuating that some could be E.T. Again, guys, hyperbolizing, sensationalizing the vague uncertainty of who's piloting UFOs. Instead of admitting the truth that they're military UFOs and it's buried within the defense contractors. Can I be any more clear, guys? And again, my buddy Michael Schratt, the great aerospace aircraft historian, he's one of the few people like me, guys, who has noble intentions in trying to penetrate the black budget technology, right? And to show you the fraud, waste, mismanagement, abuse, fiscal irresponsibility, as I always say, and theft, guys, of trillions of dollars from the defense contractors, right? This is real reality we got to look at, guys. And Nick Pope, as disgusting as it is, my friends, and Lou Elizondo, they will not talk about it, right? They won't talk about the real truth of defense contractors and the exotic technology, and they are operating the military UFOs. And yes, Russia, China have them as well. But any incursions of military UFOs, guys, in U.S. Airspace, which is, that's what they're referring to with the Tic Tac UFO that Lou Elizondo as well talked about, right? Showed on CNN. Remember? Any military UFOs, guys, seen and shown on CNN and Fox News in the U.S. airspace, well, that's us. That's the Americans, guys, right? These rogue groups I always describe as covert military civilizations, because that's exactly what they are, my friends. Okay? The sellout Richard Dolan, in my opinion, he's a complete sellout, as I told you, when it comes to ufology. Dolan coined his own sort of cool phrase, breakaway civilizations. I came up with the term, guys. It's covert military civilizations that are out there, because it is. And they are literally living through an anti-gravity space travel revolution, right? When you're going all over our solar system, like all the way in the rings of Saturn, and you got major off-planet investment on the moon and Mars with all kinds of evidence. It's overwhelming, guys, of so many structures, as they say, on the far side of the moon and Mars. When you can do that, create exoatmospheric vehicles, that swiftly move into space, then you're literally living through an anti-gravity space travel revolution, guys. And I call it covert military civilizations, guys, because you got to always bring it back, I believe, to the military-industrial complex, right, guys? Because that's who's controlling this. That's who's controlling military UFOs, and between them and the governments, guys, they're putting out puppets like the clown Nick Pope. I hope you guys can see that, right? And of course, Tucker Carlson, he's just doing his typical spin job, and a sanitized, soft disclosure with Tucker Carlson again as the interviewer. I mean, guys, the degraded discourse, like I said, I hope you guys can listen and can tell. It's disgusting. Guys, we need intelligent discourse, man. Let's get to the truth. There's very little truth from these guys. In other words, my friends, if you just believe in all this hyperbole from Nick Pope, which he shouldn't be doing, guys, you're just going along with the CIA antics. Can you see, guys, what I'm saying? That the CIA are basically, they're holding the rest of the world hostage. They've done this year after year, decade after decade, and the defense contractors, guys, they're basically telling the world, we're going to only allow us to evolve, for space travel as we want you to go along. Meaning, guys, like people like Elon Musk, which we're going to do whole videos on Elon Musk, guys, and all the space companies, private space companies, what are they using for technology? Rockets! Rockets! It's just disgraceful, guys. I told you many times in my past videos, I show you guys, and Michael Schratt will tell you the same thing, that rockets is 1943, 1944 Nazi German tech with the V2 rocket, guys. We're way past rockets, man, right? Way past rockets. You're telling me that that the military never advanced past rockets? Of course, I showed you guys. Again, guys, they made that gravity breakthrough. This book hints at it, shows you the testing going on. And let's end it this way, my friends. Let me quote you. The last video, I believe, I quoted you one of the newspaper articles, and I told you this is so important, guys. Vintage 1955, okay? I'm going to quote you the second newspaper article that's so important, guys, that I have memorized as well, okay? I quoted you Amarillo Daily News, I believe, on the last video, guys. But now we're going to do Council Bluffs, okay? 1955. Same time frame, November 27th, I believe it was, guys. Let me just adjust the camera just ever so slightly, my friends. Sorry. I hope that's a little bit better. So there was Amarillo Daily News. This is Council Bluffs, guys. And it had a similar front page heading as the other newspaper article. And it said, if science can outwit gravity, aim of top scientists. And it went on to say, many in America's aircraft and electronic industries are excited about the possibility of using magnetic and gravitational fields as a medium for support. No, oh, I'm sorry, my friends. I got that wrong. Let me start over. Sorry. It said that many in America, it said almost fantastic possibility is if gravity could be understood scientifically or negated or neutralized in some inexpensive manner, because I got the newspaper articles confused earlier, my friends. So again, if gravity could be understood scientifically and negated or neutralized in some inexpensive manner, it would be possible, get this guys, to build Earth satellites, aircraft, and even spaceships that will swiftly move into outer space without strain, which I said earlier, guys, right? And they will not have to, they will swiftly move into outer space without strain beyond the orbit of Earth's gravity field. And get this, guys, and they will not have to wrench themselves away from the brute force of powerful rockets and the expenditures of expensive chemical fuels. Exactly, guys. Why are we using liquid nitrogen rockets? And Nick Pope should know about that real history, guys, right? And the whole world should know about this history. If those of you that want this revolutionary positive change for the world, if you guys want to stop being lied and hoodwinked by the defense contractors and the CIA, if you guys want to stop having homeless people and poor people in our world unnecessarily, guys, we got hundreds of thousands of homeless people right in my powerful country, Canada. And of course, hundreds of thousands, I'm sure, in America as well, and many other countries, guys. And it doesn't have to be that way. There shouldn't be one homeless person. Really, I mean, come on, guys. Again, they're financially harvesting the planet. All this money, most of it, my friends, should be going towards, as I always said, increasing nursing wages, helping increase the quality of nursing homes, of course, our retirement homes, building our infrastructure here on our precious planet. Of course, the money should be going towards better education. And most of the money is not, my friends, right? No, it's going to the corporate, greedy, some of the misanthropic money hoarders out there, guys. Absolutely. And that means elements of the CIA, elements of the NSA, NRO. But again, a lot of corporate elitists going to some of the defense contractors, of course, guys. Lockheed Martin in particular. I mean, my friends, they are gouging U.S. taxpayers enormously, guys. And many other nations. And Britain's feeling the brunt of it too, guys. Okay, I've talked about this on past videos. Guys, we've got to wake up and we've got to have intelligent discourse and talk about these issues. Okay, I hope you guys agree. You know, I love to read your comments. So I'm sorry if I jumped around at times, my friends. It's just, I get so riled up and pumped up knowing just how vital this information is, guys, and just how close we are. So that I believe we can compel the U.S. leadership and government. We can override the intelligence agencies and compel the U.S. leadership and government and the defense contractors to start explaining away this cover-up honestly, guys, and just get them to be courageous, because this is not real reality, guys. This interview, again, is an example how they're doling out a pathetic, sanitized, sagitized, pathetic disclosure, as I always talk about. I hope you guys agree. Unfortunately, right? That's what they're doing. They're quelling and sanitizing information on every level. They're throwing out so much disinformation, as you heard, guys, and lies. And they're not talking about the real important issues. Nick Pope doesn't talk about the important issues, as I reiterated, guys, to you. He doesn't talk about the defense contractors. He'll never talk about the missing trillions, which is absolutely ludicrous. Anytime you talk about military UFOs and the government and us taxpayers' dollars, you know, where our money's going towards UFOs, you should be talking about all the trillions of dollars stolen. Again, going towards the defense contractors, going towards the trillions of dollars of hardware so they can have their fun adventure on the moon and Mars, which they've been doing for decades, guys, decades, and major covert production. And a lot of money being made on the far side of the moon. We know there's many minerals, lots of water. But guys, we deserve the truth on just about every single aspect of this, especially when you're stealing our taxpayers' dollars, right? And you're endangering millions of people worldwide. We know elements of the CIA time and time again have done this, my friends, and the defense contractors, elements of them, right? They've endangered millions of people. When you're financially harvesting the planet, and you've killed many times as well, to keep this secret and keep the funding going, guys, you're endangering millions of people worldwide. That's what they've done, guys. And they've created enormous anguish, heartache, stress beyond words, again, to millions of people worldwide, when it doesn't have to be that way, guys. We could live in so much peace and harmony and get our power and sovereignty back, guys. We just got to get to the truth, I believe, and provide transparency. That's what it's all about, as I always say in my videos, guys, right? I'm trying in my own way to help bring the much needed sufficient transparency that I think's needed. Catherine Austin Fitz will tell you the same thing, guys, that she's trying to do the same in her own way too. And let's be advocates for the truth, guys, together, and bring that transparency and awareness, okay? Let's do it. I know we can, my friends. And we are starting to pack more truth, right? We absolutely are. So don't buy into Nick Pope, though, guys. Don't buy into him hyperbolizing, sensationalizing who's, we don't know who's piloting these UFOs, guys. That is absolute nonsense. It's despicable. And that's why I say, guys, you can know he's basically chosen to sell his soul. And he will pay a price when he's no longer here, guys. When you do that. And that's why I compel Nick Pope, just stop your nonsense, dude. I'll forgive you. We'll all forgive you, Nick, if you stop your nonsense, man. He's done a disservice for us, my friends, just like Lou Elizondo has, okay? They're not telling us the truth, my friends. It's all military UFOs. How about start with that, clown face Nick? Tell us it's all military UFOs. Stop being an idiot and moron, man. That's all I got to say on this, my friends. I said a lot, though, haven't I? I hope you guys listened. I hope you enjoyed at least two parts of this video, if not the whole video. I hope, guys. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel because I got some epic videos to come in the future, I promise, guys. And like I said, we're going to get some editing and polish these videos up once and for all, God willing, soon. I'm working on it, okay? And again, hit that church bell, guys. Hopefully you'll give me the thumbs up. And feel free to leave a comment. I read them, guys. I appreciate your engagement, okay? Take care, my friends. Let's take this channel to the next level. And let's have global vigilance for victory. And thank you for everybody in the alternative research community and you guys behind the scenes that ask questions on the chat page, that join the likes of Dark Journalists, Joe from the Carolinas, Joseph P. Farrell, another excellent, amazing researcher out there, one of the best. Thank you guys for your participation and showing that you care, that you want this free energy, you want to learn about the aerospace companies, you want to learn about UFOs and who's piloting them, who's really in charge. How about the defense contractors? Like I said, my friends, elements of the military, okay? And never forget, guys, as I've said it many times in my videos, Nick Pope won't tell you this, very few congressmen, very few high-level government officials, even senators, and very few high-level military officials even know what the hell's going on, my friends, because they're not read in the programs, right? It's very, very compartmentalized, okay, guys? And as I've always said, remember I talked about the wealthy corporate elitists, some of them on the moon and Mars? Well, guys, a lot of this information technology and the people, that means the slavery too, guys, you better believe it. All this information, a lot of the money, it's buried and it's covered by the private corporations, guys. I told you this many, many times. The private corporations they use now that are often affiliated and contracted within the military, that way they hide pretty much everything, guys, right? They're not subject to the normal government disclosure requirements. I talked about this on the live stream with Joe from the Carolinas, and Joe talked about it as well, my friends, right? It's absolutely true. And they're exempt from freedom of information requests. You know, when you're not part of the government, you're a contractor. This is how they hide everything, guys, and they lie to us. And we've got to stop this, man. It's a very dangerous change in the government structure, guys. And don't forget, the government, my friends, in other words, they've lost all control, as I've said many times, they've lost all control and management of the military technology, right? We can see it. Because, my friends, again, it's all buried, managed, and controlled by the military and the private corporations, okay? The government still finances the military technology a lot, guys, but they no longer manage and control them. This is a very dangerous change, okay? And we deserve the truth on what the hell's going on all of it, really. Especially the technology, the free energy generation propulsion systems, guys. Because again, guys, the systems in these military UFOs, and there's other free energies as well, my friends, it will get you off centralized utilities just like that. And eventually clean up our ecosystem big time in about 10 years or so. It has that capability, guys. It's free energy, man. All right? Thanks, guys. What a precious planet we live on. And we can beautify it in so many more ways, my friends, especially when we get the truth on military UFOs. And we deserve it. The cover-up, like I said, guys, 60, 70 years, really? I mean, come on. Enough is enough. Okay? And we'll do future videos on the cover-up. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.